What is up? What a news cycle today. I thought today would be a boring Tuesday.
No, it's 1st of February, dude. New month, baby.
Yeah. Oh, there he is. Uh-oh, let's bring him in. My man.
Yo, look at him. Bangled out.
Yes,
sir. Yes, sir.
Always. Welcome
Congratulations,
to the
man.
FlemLo as a Giants fan, Tree being a Steelers fan. When your team makes it to the Super Bowl, this is the best, like the most nervous, this is the best feeling from now until up to the game, because now you get to experience this. I
wouldn't know how that feels.
Yeah.
I think everyone in the AFC North is happy for the Bengals too, if you think about it.
And I kind of have seen that, you know what I'm saying? I've seen the love, so that's what's up, bro. We represent the division at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I like it because it kind of shows that you can turn a team around quick if you make the right decision.
Overnight.
Yeah, big facts. And you ain't got to make like the splash free agent signings. You feel me?
I mean,
you can do it through the. I mean,
Hendrickson was a pretty good one for you.
It was a great. It ended up being a great signing, but when we signed him, everybody was like, "Well, they lost Carl Lawson. They paid more for Henderson. They should have just gave the Henderson money to Carl Lawson." That's exactly what people were saying, bro. No cap.
I know that was like a 1 year wonder.
They were saying that Cam Jordan was the reason that Hendrickson was so cold with the Saints. You know what I'm saying? That he wasn't going to be able to duplicate it, but they was wrong.
So let's bounce it back a little bit. We had Championship Sunday. The first game, a lot of people were texting me when the Chiefs went up 21-3, like, "Oh, this was an easy call." Bengals come roaring back.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like one particular thing. They just grinded it out. They just got back in the game. They did the smart things. And then next thing you know, it's overtime.
Bro, like this the thing, bro. Can't y'all curse on here?
You can curse all you want.
Dude, say what you want, man.
So when we went down, I tweeted this. It's a tough start, but we ain't no bitches. I tweeted this because I've watched every game this year, including the Chiefs game, which we played. Everybody's saying, "Yo, it was the regular season." I'm like, bro, it was the same month. It was like 3 weeks ago.
Right.
And we went down the exact same way. You feel what I'm saying? And then the second half, Patrick Mahomes scored 3 points. And I didn't think we was going to duplicate that, but we do again. So, that's kind of the crazy thing about it. But I was pretty confident that we wasn't going to lay down. We was going to come back. But knowing we was going to be able to pull it out, I was just as shocked as anybody else, I guess, when it actually happened. You feel me? Because, I watch football, I'm watching, play for play, almost as if I'm playing. I don't want to get too high. I don't want to get too low. So I'm knowing we come back. But when the field goal go through at the end, it's like, I didn't even say nothing. You know what I'm saying? You see all the reactions, everybody, rah! I was like,
you was in shock.
Yeah.
Oh shit. I'm like, where the flag?
I'll tell you what, I was
holding or something.
I was really surprised at how well the defense held in the last, drive of the game, because they held well, and Kansas City they weren't doing it right. They were doing too much.
They tried to be way too cute.
Patrick
tried to be too
was
cute.
Doing the most, bro.
The most.
Once we started hitting him with the 3-man rush and the spy, man,
he just started hanging out, trying to extend and do extra stuff. It's like, dude, y'all are at the 5-yard line. Just get to the one, then run it in. But
I didn't
kudos
realize
to the Bengals. They held up.
He was playing when I was watching it, because I'm watching it as just a Bengals fan. So I'm just, okay, keep him boxing, don't let him out the pocket, boom, boom, boom. When I rewatched it, I was like, what the hell is Patrick Mahomes doing, bro? I don't know, man.
He opportunities to run that.
Yeah. He kind of sold there at the end, you feel me? We took advantage.
Yeah,
advantage.
The thing is, usually when you drop 8 on Mahomes, he'll do something. He'll run, or they'll run the ball. He just got caught in this, I have to pass, I have to beat these guys deep mode, and that cost him. That's the one area where you can beat Mahomes, is you get him caught in that rut where he thinks he has to do everything, and then he can't do it all. And
somebody said he was trying to make up for that touchdown they didn't get at the end of the first half. which was a huge play by my man Eli Apple, who we get bodied on. You know what I'm saying? But Eli Apple have played amazing for us this year, bro. He made so many clutch plays. Like he tipped it up for Logan Wilson to pick that ball off at the end of the Titans game, and then he made that play. And it was so many big plays in this game, but that was the play really that sparked the comeback. Like them going into half getting no points. That was huge.
That was huge. Yeah. They get a touchdown there. Game is over.
My question is, why would Mahomes throw a screen when you needed a touchdown there, especially when you had 2 to 3 guys in pursuit?
Well, here we go. What I'm assuming, you gotta think now. What's the name? Tyreek came from all the way on the other side. He goes in motion. We in man coverage. Eli Apple got to chase him across the field through defenders. You throw it in the flat. He's one-on-one with the
make it easy for him.
So that's what they thinking. Like, bro, he gonna be coming late as it is, and then Tyreek got the speed. He gonna obviously be one man and get a yard. But Eli Apple makes just a ridiculous play, and then Henderson get over there with the backup too, just in case he would have got passing. So it's just a hell of a play by Apple, bro. I honestly I don't necessarily hate the call from the Chiefs standpoint, just given a personnel. I personally would have thrown it into the end zone or not at all, so that we either score or we can get the field goal. But they got greedy, bro. Like, that's the thing about the Chiefs. Like any team can be beat. You just gotta look at their weaknesses. Bro. The Chiefs get overconfident. They do the most. And I seen it earlier. They was dancing it. Every time I see one of their DBs, like in the first game, Joey like underthrew a pass to Chase. Well, he clearly burned the DB. I think it was number 35. This man hit the gritty. I was like, bro, you gonna hit the gritty? Like we were down like 17 at this point. After that, Chase go from having like 30, 40 yards to 266. Like he just go nuts. Same thing happened in this game. The first like goal line fade we through the Chase don't work out. DB come, we go right back to it. Touchdown. You feel me? Hit the 2-point
big first half leads. Big first half leads are the devil's poison in football because a lot of teams, and it's not really even a matter of mentally you're trying to stay locked in, but it's human nature to kind of like coast a little bit or not be overly concerned if you give up a big play because of the lead. But in the playoffs, every little bit of momentum can shift the game like 180 degrees. Not scoring before the half, that always hurts. That's what happened to, it almost killed the Rams against the Bucks, fumbling at the 1-yard line, then fumbling again. And they weren't, the Bucks weren't able to take advantage because they were down too much. But, when you have a close game, and Cincinnati has been living in these close games, they know how to operate. They just operated as usual. And really the Chiefs operated as usual, except they got a little bit, like you said, overconfident, started doing things that you didn't need to do. Just play football. There's this formula to this late in the game, and it cost them big time.
Man, I noticed that with a lot of teams, like with the Bengals having been so bad over the last few years, like I noticed that when a lot of players would play us, because I watch football. I don't just watch the Bengals. I watch everything. Same dudes will play us, and they be way up here. Like they confident, be high, boy. They be dancing. You know what I'm saying? And so
that's how they come into Duval.
What happens is when they throw that little haymaker and you eat it, it changed everything. I've seen that so much throughout this entire season, bro. Yeah, it changed everything. Like in the Titans game when they sacked Joey 9 times, they thought he was gonna fold. But like after the 7-8 time, it's like, well, damn, you feel me? Now our dude gonna go over here and throw another pick, and this man still gonna set up the field goal, and we're gonna get the dub. You know what I'm saying? So it really all started with the quarterback. Like we finally got a QB that can finish these games, bro. You feel me?
And teammates can rally around him too. Teammates are rallying around him. Defense rallied around him.
Man, real quick, Ryan Irwin with the $50 super chat. Washington new name is leaked. Also, the reign of terror isn't over until Roger Goodell is no longer commissioner. By the way, congratulations to the Bengal. Also, I can't wait for Tree's Haters Guide video, which is coming, right?
Yeah, it should be. I'm just doing the finishing touches on it. Should be out tomorrow.
All right.
Nice.
The Washington will be now known as the Commanders.
The Click Commanders, if you're familiar with Jay and Silent Bob.
The
Commanders.
That's what you need to call them, the commies for short.
The Hammer and Sickles.
Yep, the Washington Commies. What a dumbass name.
It's a generic name. It's a name that screams, please don't make me sell the team.
I thought Warriors, like maybe red something, maybe
Hogs, like the old colors teams, man.
Are they going to keep the burgundy and gold, or are they going to just get rid of that?
They're going to keep that.
I don't know. If Dan Snyder can make money, he'll fucking do that shit. Fucking bullshit.
Red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So just a brilliant game by Cincinnati. Just to go back to what you said, Flemlo, like if you're in a fight and you're tired too, but if you don't see that the other guy is tired, he's also tired. But if he's not showing it, you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
Right? Like you're like, fuck, this dude is taking. I don't have much left. And that's the way Cincinnati has beaten everyone in the playoff. They're like, give us your best shot, and we'll see what you have left after that. And they've made a remarkable run, and they're going to an owl. And it's
nuts, incredible. Man. Like, bro, imagine this. So I've been a fan of Cincinnati since I was probably about 15, 16. We never won a single playoff game. Of course, we all know this. We finally win one. The curse is broken. And we go straight to the damn Super Bowl, bro. It's insane. When we beat the Chiefs in week 17, that felt like a playoff game for me because we had to clinch the AFC or the AFC North, right? And they was trying to get the first seed. So that was the closest thing. I was telling my partner, like, bro, this really my first playoff game as a game.
Right.
This it right here. At that point, man, I ain't really see with the O-line being, still a weakness. I ain't see us just going all the way to the Super Bowl. But I did like what we had. I was like, bro, where we ended up finishing at, we get the Raiders, and the Raiders a good team. Derek Carr, good quarterback, but I knew my quarterback was better. Then we get the Titans, good team, but I knew my quarterback was better. When we got the Chiefs again, I was like, shit. You feel me? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Joey could get there, but like from a talent standpoint, Mahomes is all time. Like he like one in a generation from that standpoint.
Yeah.
And we're going to Arrowhead and all of that. And we already played them, so they know how to play us, which I knew was going to be an issue. I'm like, they're going to take Chase out the game. Boom, boom, boom. T going to have to go crazy. And he actually did. But, man, it's been a wild ride. It's been a crazy season.
It's amazing that guys like Jamar Chase and Cooper Kupp are just – everyone knows we got to stop them, and they're still like, you can't stop them.
Yeah.
They're too great of route runners.
So great. And that also goes to supporting cast. Like Odell Beckham is doing it for Kupp, and
don't forget Van Jefferson too.
Yeah, and the Bengals receivers are stepping up because, if you're gonna be wide open or be dangerous enough to command attention, that's why Chase gets open is because of that. It's amazing to watch. All right, let's read some supers. I know, Flem, if you got to leave early, just let me know. I see you drinking that.
He got his wine. He feeling good.
I stayed sober all day for this, man. Like,
I'm coasting it.
Let me stay sober. So I'll go ahead and say
no worries, man. Dodger Zion says, my Super Bowl menu is Cincinnati-style chili. What is Cincinnati-style chili? I don't even know.
They got like they own like the Skyline chili and all that. I never had none, so I can't really speak to that.
I got you. Tucker White 94. NASCAR returns this weekend, and I start year 7 on the beat. What to expect for the clash at the Coliseum? I don't know. I think it's gonna just be an interesting race. It's a time like basically, dude, Flem, they're racing cars inside the LA Coliseum, like down on the. It's gonna be insane. I just want to see a lot of crashes and a lot of stupid shit. GN, as a Browns fan, this Super Bowl matchup is very painful. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
OBJ too.
Yeah. OBJ got cut. At least the Giants got something for his ass. The Browns ain't getting nothing for him.
And the Browns were like supposed to be in the Super Bowl. Like before the season, the Browns was the Super Bowl.
This was
team,
it was the most talented team they've had since the 80s too.
Fact.
Yeah. Fact. And OBJ is playing well. Like he's the reason why Kupp is getting open.
Mm-hmm.
I was very impressed by the Rams to get by. They're dangerous because say Cincinnati or say the Rams do have a lead late. That's the one team where they can bring it.
Front,
like
front seven and outside edge, they're tough to beat.
Bro, let me tell you something about this. Let me tell you something, bro. Rams, great team. Worst match. I didn't want that matchup. I wanted the 49ers. But now that we got the Rams, if Matthew Stafford throw that pick up to Jesse Bates, he catching that, man. I think my defense going to force 2 to 3 turnovers versus the Rams. We're gonna have a good shot. We gotta have a plan for that D line though. We'll see what happens. You feel me? I think we'll be all right, honestly.
Yeah, everyone's slurping on Stafford. He made some bad.
I'm gonna say like
Did make
Stafford
some
is
bad
cold,
throws.
but he gonna give you opportunities. You feel
I
me?
mean,
It's all on the defense to
realistically,
make
the
the
Niners.
most of them.
Yeah, realistically, the Niners had the game with that.
They
pick.
did.
That was
That's what I'm saying.
he lobbed it to him. I mean,
Yeah.
you do drills like that before the game.
It's
Catch
tough too because the Niners' whole secondary got like single digit numbers. I'm like, bro, you need to take that out.
That dude,
you need to take that out, bro.
who dropped that pick? He was
Jaquiski Tart.
Yeah,
Jaquiski
he was planning his trip to the Super Bowl as it was coming in, and he just got too excited. He
held his breath.
Yeah,
he held his
with
breath
this big
instead of
real talk. He
exhaling
probably
and just letting it.
Yeah,
I mean, it's like a punt. Just let
Yeah,
the thing fall in there.
It was like Jalen Reagor trying to catch a punt. Like
Spartan win. I'm glad all of this success is at least going to the Burrow/Chase Bengals and not to the perfect Pac-Man Bengals. I mean, honestly, Flem, I'll say this: you're a fan of your team for a long time, but this is the most likable version of the Bengals. Like just because Perfect made it very hard to like the Bengals, and I know he was your boy. You know, like if you're a Bengals fan, you ride with yours. But Perfect made it hard to like the Bengals.
No, that's a fact.
I mean, Perfect was a very talented player. The problem was he couldn't stop like killing people.
He was kind of a head case, man. I remember watching Perfect, bro. He came back from missing like 4 weeks with a concussion.
Yeah.
First play of the game, this man ran head first into alignment on the opposite side of the field. The ball went over there. Your head first, boom. I was like, why?
OC. He OC.
Took him out. He was done for the game. I'm like, man, this man is nuts, bro.
He was, he could not stop himself. Like that's, I mean, you love that in a football player for sure. Like, but at the same time, you got to be smart. You got to.
I love how much money have you lost doing that?
I love Pac-Man. Pac-Man was a great Bengal, in my humble opinion.
He was always being rebellion. Good old Pac-Man.
But yeah, this is easily the most likable team we ever had. We got one heel on the team, and that's Eli Apple. Eli Apple, the only heel we got, and we almost need that. We need that balance. We're like, we too damn likable, bro. Everybody love the Bengals now, man. It's kind of crazy. But
you do need someone with the jaw, you know, like you need someone to get underneath, because a lot of times I think the quiet players, they're thinking that stuff, but they don't want to say it, you know, and then you get somebody else to say it, and you know, and you're like, all right, let him get under their skin. Let him be the one that they're trying to target, and I'll do my thing.
Right.
You know, while they're focused on him, they're not thinking about me. Exactly. It was I don't hate Eli. Like, you know, as a Giants fan, I don't hate Eli Apple. I think he needs to stay off Twitter. But like, we got rid of him because he was a problem, you know, like the Saints. But if he's gonna play well and do his thing.
Question for you. When Eli was with y'all, he was a problem just because he was bad on the field, or was he being extra like this?
It was both. I mean, he had an incident where his mom dropped him off at practice, like he was 10 years old, like going to school. He was also
wait, that ain't bad.
Like, it's not bad.
I can't ride with my mom.
It's just weird,
like,
you know, like
there was an issue with a reporter about him like openly wanting to take a shit when there was a female porter in the locker room or something like that. I remember that, but that was like by the end.
Yeah, that's not his fault. If you need to take a shit,
savage,
like
bro.
you in my house, right? Like you in my house, like if you're too afraid to, you know, if you want to be here,
just
and you
walk off and go handle your business.
Yeah,
he
was bad. He was bad on the field, and that doesn't work in New York. If you're going to be a problem in the locker room and have a shitty attitude, and then also be bad, like and most rookie corners are going to get burnt. Like it's just hard to pick up the NHL,
right?
Or I mean the NFL. Sorry, I'm watching hockey down here. It's hard to pick up the NFL in your first year, no matter how fast or talented you are. So he had struggles, but he was labeled as a locker room cancer. And I think he corrected that in New Orleans. He played better, and he let his play do the talk. And so here he is, you know, headed to a Super Bowl.
Hey, did y'all trade him or
they just traded him?
Traded him.
I forget who they got, but
I thought they cut him. I'm not sure
because that's what I was thinking. Because I was trying to figure out why the Saints.
Look that up. I thought they traded him.
Let's see.
He's a first round corner, you know.
I understand that, but y'all drafted him, so I get that. But like once you draft him in the first round and then he's a bust, and you cut him, I couldn't understand why the Saints
Actually cut by the Carolina Panthers. I didn't realize that.
What?
Damn, journeyman.
When
That's
did
what he
that
turned into.
It was signed a 1-year deal in the 2020 offseason. When was he a Panther? He said he left practice early after telling coaches he couldn't go on his injured hamstring, and they just cut him. This was October.
No, yeah, I'm right. On October 23rd, 2018, the New York Giants traded Eli Apple to the New Orleans Saints for a 4th-round pick in the 2019 NFL draft and a 7th-round pick in the 2020 NFL draft. So, I mean, they got rid of him and they got something for him. That's what I'll give the Giants credit. They got. Whenever they had someone that didn't want to be there, they at least got something for him.
Hey,
some teams don't get anything.
BJ Hill, man. He got BJ Hill from y'all for Billy Price. That was a great trade for the Bengals. Bro.
Yeah. I mean, not all trades work out.
Yeah. Quick thing. Can we get Mike Hilton back by chance? I think we need him. I tried.
What a goat he is, man.
Hey, man.
I'm so glad
hell of a nickel corner. I figured you'd like him.
Yeah. Vulgar Knight 297. All that Team of Destiny nonsense tree jet saying about the Steelers. That's the Bengals.
Ultimate irony.
It was shit. Charlie Hins, the NFL shitposter players are proud to present a production of the brand new musical Bye Bye Brady. Yeah, so that's the other big story today. Obviously, Tom Brady officially retired. My favorite Tom Brady memory is today when he fucking retired. Thank God.
Yeah, buddy.
Holy shit! No, I'm kidding. That guy was so good for so long. It made. I don't
give a shit.
I think I respected him more when he went to the Buccaneers and got it done. I still don't. I'm not gonna stan him. Like I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm not gonna defend him in an argument.
Yeah. Wait, an argument about what though? Being like the greatest quarterback though?
Yeah. I mean, some people just love him. If you're a Patriots fan.
Yeah, I used to hate Brady, but I can't. He won me over.
Still do.
Yeah,
like, you can't just be great for so long and like I'm still hating. I'm just like, bro. Let me just let that go. The man is.
We took some crucial L's to that bastard.
Oh, dude, Steelers. We could never beat New England.
But that wasn't a problem for us. We was
fighting
other smaller foes.
We'll talk about him in 10 years the way we talk about Jordan. Like when Jordan had the ball, you were like, "Fuck."
It's like, well, we're done. Like don't talk about 28-3 for the next 50 years.
I was so surprised in that Eagles Super Bowl where they just lost, and when he fumbled and like he got strip sack. I was like, this is over. Brady's got this. Like it's done.
Is that the one where he threw that pick at the end?
No, they strip sack.
It was a strip sack and then an incomplete on a Hail Mary.
Yeah. It was a career for Tom Brady, but I'm glad it's over. EC Ward Core 07 49ers not gone to Super Bowl. I can't wait for Jimmy G to be gone. Yeah, never has there been a quarterback to accomplish as much with a team as Jimmy G and be instantly discarded. Yeah. Like he is not coming.
I mean, if you're being real about it, that last drive, that wasn't on him. Hell, that last couple drives weren't on him. That their O-line was getting mashed on.
And there was some bad play calling too.
The plays weren't very good. The plays were not good.
Second and third down, you're not giving the ball to Deebo Samuel. You run.
You're not even looking for him.
And then you run a fullback draw.
Yeah, I was like,
on a third and two.
Fullback with the motion with Big Trent Williams, and you decide I'm not going to use anybody to follow him.
And then they
have a running back.
Then they punted up 17-14, 4th and 2, I think.
2 at like the 45.
In the 45, and then instead of actually snapping the ball, they just took a delay of game. Like they didn't even do the hard count. Like it was just ridiculous. I don't know.
If the goal is to win the Super Bowl, you gotta get rid of Jimmy G, bro. Like you ain't about to do that with him. You feel me? It's like no matter how much he has accomplished, he ain't it. You know.
That's why they drafted Trey Lance. I mean, I think he goes to a quarterback hungry team. You might get a first, maybe 2 firsts for him in like the deadline because like it's so quarterback hungry right now.
Yeah, I mean,
Green
that's what
Bay
happened with
might
golf.
be down a quarterback.
Like golf made it to the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah,
they were like, get him out of here, bro.
Straight trash.
Jimmy G made a Super Bowl.
Jimmy G.
What I'm saying, they like comparable. I think I like Jimmy G better than golf.
I'll take Jimmy G over
golf. I would take
Jimmy G over golf. I seen the game where golf threw like I seen a game where Goff threw like 8 incompletions in a row, and they were the worst throws I ever seen.
Okay,
I was like, what is this guy doing?
Yeah, for a number one overall, like he's just a little sus. But Pounder 420, the Dallas Cowboys' most recent Super Bowl appearance is older than the Nintendo 64. No wonder the fan base is so pathetic. Here's the thing, though. Like, you see how quickly things can turn around. FlemLo, when we were in Dallas, like, your heart was really resigned to, like, man, we're going to be bad for a while. Like, and
4-year plan, 5-year plan.
I had like a 4-year plan. We was on the tank bowl heavy, and it was to get Joe Burrow. That was the whole, like, bro, let's get Joe Burrow. I still got the pinned tweet. Got a tank so we can get him. You feel me? And then start building. I thought
you got him.
We would make the playoffs next year. I thought we was gonna win 7-8 games this year, make the playoffs next year, Super Bowl run the next year. So I'm playing chess, and them boys like, bro, we going straight to the Super Bowl. We ain't got time for none of that.
Get your pieces off the board. We're there. Yeah. Jim Kipp, if Paul Brown's smiling in heaven, I'm happy. Yeah, Paul Brown.
Last time they had won a playoff game, Paul Brown was alive.
The thing with this Super Bowl, and not to take any wind out of your sails, Flem. It's going to be a good Super Bowl. Like, there's I can't be angry as someone who doesn't have a dog in the fight at who wins. Like, if Matthew Stafford gets a ring, like, okay. But if Cincinnati wins, like, they're going to be a problem for a while. If Joe Burrow gets one this early, it's definitely something where even when Eli Manning, he won one in his 4th year, he had enough in the tank to win another one. Like, I think if Joe Burrow wins one now,
bro,
he's definitely going to be on the map to win 1 or 2 more.
Unless we botch everything. We'd have to botch the offseason, botch the draft. This is the worst our team is going to be for the next 3-4 years. Like, it's we're still in the middle of a rebuild. We dead slap in the middle of it. We really didn't think we was going to be here this quick, but you know what I'm saying? Here we go.
I think you're going to solidify that O-line, and you're going to be dangerous.
Exactly.
And a lot of people gave y'all shit for taking Chase over Penei Sewell.
I don't know. I did.
Right.
I mean, I was the same way. Like, I criticized that move too.
Well, I think we did. Yeah. If you go back to the tape of us on draft night, we're like, why didn't you take, but it's that weapon mentality, right? It's like, we got to get our guy a weapon, and sometimes it works. Sometimes,
I mean, it's like, I think it's a lot of stuff, bro. Weapon mentality, sure, but Chase is real, and you can see now that he's in the league. Chase really a different type of receiver, bro. Chase ain't just a good wide receiver. Then you take the history of Chase and Burrow. It's like, how do you pass that up? You know what I'm saying? You got the best receiver, in my opinion, when he was coming out in the last 3-4 years. Now I think he's better than that. But my guys already got the chemistry. They won the championship together. And the Bengals, most people don't know this. They think Joey just showed up and then boom. But the Bengals was already drafting captains, champions, dudes that, like, they made that a point. Like, all the people they was getting, even in the 4th and 5th round, they was getting people who won. You know what I'm saying? All of the people they were signing in free agency, Von Bell, all of them boys, Trey Hendrickson, Mike Hilton. They was getting people from, like, winning programs and bringing them in, and they spread it throughout the entire
solidifies philosophy. The culture.
And that's why when we go in these playoff games and everybody be like, oh, they're gonna lose because of experience. It's like, bro, these dudes don't blink. They are not scared of nothing.
It don't
matter. You feel me? They're gonna walk in there and beat your ass if you ain't ready. Like, you better be ready for us, because we're not playing.
That's why I like them in the bowl. I think that they've just come too far. It's like sometimes a team just makes it farther than they should. It's like, why don't we just go all the way? Fuck it. Why don't we go? Yeah. Why don't we do that?
Chances don't come around often.
Yeah.
Red Rhino, big
4 years to get back.
Dude, I think that hit me like a ton of bricks, because at first I was just excited to be in the playoffs. I was excited to beat the Raiders. But once we beat the Titans, I was like, okay, I understand that this is probably the worst we're going to be on paper in the next, but dude, like you saying, the opportunities don't just come. So now we here, we got to take advantage of it. So one more dub, bro. We got to get that one more. And I know they like, they're going to get it.
Got to watch out for Super Bowl week 2. This is where a lot of teams start smelling their own shit and thinking that it don't smell, and they start getting in their own heads. Like, stay focused. That was the one thing that the Patriots were great at, was they would always be so prepared. Like, Belichick's like, we have a whole plan here. This is my 5th fucking time being here. Like, like what to do. But yeah, I think it'll be interesting how Zach Taylor. But that don't mean anything. It don't.
I feel like that's a bigger issue for LA.
Yeah,
the Hollywood Rams, like that's a bigger issue for them. Like jumping in front of like that's what they do. We just work over here in Cincinnati.
Blue collar,
we get no love all year.
Yeah,
bro. Yeah. Every week we had no chance. So we used to this. I don't think they're gonna have that type of issue. Not
Bengals.
Red Rhino 49. It's been 20,000 days since the Leafs won the cup. It's also been 710 days since they lost to a 12-year-old Zamboni, 42-year-old Zamboni driver who works for them. Yeah, that was.
Hey, be careful. They might lose to a 12-year-old Zamboni driver someday.
Yeah, that could happen. That one guy, I'm rooting for the Bengals, even though they beat my Chiefs. See, that's class right there. This team is impossible to hate. Hashtag Kitty goes meow. VMan29397. Hey, Tree, check your Twitter to see a funny pic. Go check it, Tree. Run.
Oh, I'll check that stuff.
Jacob Tobin. What was your guys' worst NFL predictions for the 2021 season from this preseason? I'm going to look that up, Tree. Let's talk about – I don't see it.
Here it is. It's a Grim Warm Tongue is Trent Baalke and Theoden is Shahid Khan when he was under Saruman's spell.
Oh, God.
Read a couple super chats while I look up our official NFL. Here it is.
Yep. Jacob Tobin, what was your guys' worst NFL predictions for the 2021 season from this preseason? Oh, mine's easy. I had the Browns go in the Super Bowl.
Is this right here?
Easy.
Yeah.
Uche, what about yours?
I'll share this. Hold on.
What was the question?
Oh, sorry.
Our worst predictions?
Worst predictions of the 2021 season in the preseason.
That the Chiefs wouldn't make the playoffs?
You were close. I mean, they were looking rough in the
For a minute, I was like getting a little hyped. I was like, oh, they lost like 3-4 in a row. Okay.
All right, let's run through this real quick. We all had the Bills in the AFC East. Tree had the football team. I had the Giants winning. Uche had Dallas. We got the Titans. I had the Colts, which was wrong as fuck. Uche had the Titans. We all had the NFC South. Tampa. I think that was correct. Hold on. Let's compare this to the standings.
Oh, look at those playoffs. Those playoffs look terrible.
AFC North, we all thought the Browns were going to win. That was wrong.
Yeah.
NFC North, we all said the Packers. That was correct. AFC West, everyone had the Chiefs except for Uch. You picked the Chargers. Wrongo. I said the Rams. Tree said the 49ers. Uch had the Rams correct, I believe.
Oh.
Yes. And then wild card, Baltimore, New England, and Denver, all wrong on that.
Wrong.
Seattle, wrong.
Yeah.
Miami, Titans, Colts. I mean, I guess Titans did technically make the playoffs, wrong. New Orleans football team, wrong. Chargers, wrong. Steelers, I did get the Steelers
right.
Yeah,
like it was so hard to predict the wild cards at like the beginning of the year. You could have made an argument for nearly every team.
Uch had Miami in, the Rams. Tree had the Rams. I had 49ers. Uch had 49ers. So AFC champ. Tree had the Browns. I had the Bills. Uch had the Browns.
Damn.
NFC champ. Both Tree and I had Tampa. Uche with the correct call.
Bang
with the Rams.
Rams.
I had Tampa Bay. Tree also had Tampa Bay, but Uch has the only one alive.
Still alive.
The Rams before the season started. Worst team, I said the Jets would be the worst. Uch had Detroit, which was close. But Tree nailed the Tank Bowl champion with the Jacksonville.
Y'all totally thinking who's going to be bad.
From the moment the preseason ended, it's like, this guy sucks.
Yeah. And then Dodger had Carolina winning. He had the Bills, and Alex thought that the Chiefs would win. And his own no faith in his own team.
Yeah. You don't want to jinx your own team. Unless you're like super confident.
All right. Uncultured Barbarian. Enjoy the feeling, Flemlo. I've been a Packers fan since the 70s, so I know how it feels to watch your team rise and finally get in the big game. Also, love your bids. You do great work.
Appreciate it, my guy.
Oh, yeah, man. You're closing in on 1 million, dude. You're at 8.
I'm getting pretty close. Yeah.
Now,
900K,
I'm still slowly creeping.
there was a sub purge today, though, so we all lost a couple.
Oh,
grand.
for real?
Yeah.
It don't really matter, man. It's just an arbitrary number at this point.
Jacobs 893. What do you think of the Vikings possibly hiring Jim Harbaugh? They are interviewing him on college signing day. So it no longer just a dream. There's reports now that it's official.
Well, it's they just finished their interview with Patrick Graham, and they are next up is Harbaugh on the interview sheet.
I don't know what Harbaugh is doing, but he's
trying to probably filter more money out of it because he's probably trying to play off a bidding war with Miami and Minnesota.
I think if he's even talking to teams, he's leaving. Like, why would you do that? Right? Like, you're already pissing off the administration by going and taking these interviews, you know.
Didn't they just lose they defensive coordinator or something?
Yeah, he got
the
by
Ravens.
Baltimore again.
Yeah. I think Harbaugh just wanted to beat Ohio State, and he was like, "Fuck it, now they can't." My legacy is
My legacy is sealed. I made the college.
They're
football
putting a
playoff.
statue up. That's for sure.
Yeah. That, and now he wants to go back to making money and not having to babysit, you know. So, Jacobs 893. What do you think of the Viking? Oh no, I just read that. Charlie Tekua Petla. Oh shit! I was hoping Flemlo was going to be on clickbait. Congrats, brother. Kitty goes meow. Now, Flem, are you aware of the Kitty goes meow of that?
No.
Oh, you don't watch Tom Grossi? He came up with this whole thing called Kitty Goes Meow for the Bengals, and it's funny. It's funny. Christopher Stuvstad. Hey, Flemlo, congrats on the Bengals making the Super Bowl. Really happy for you guys. Also, out of curiosity, is sports therapy ever coming back?
Maybe.
Possibly.
Possibly. I can't say for sure.
I think Karsten needs sports therapy now.
It's just going to be Flem dunking on KTO the whole time.
This would have been a tough year for him, bro.
He's
This would've been a
disappeared
tough
after
year for
week
him, bro.
10. He used to, he's had a rough year.
Yeah, I don't blame him, dude. That's a 2007 type year for the Browns.
He hit me up after we won. Every playoff game he hit me up and congratulated me. So that's what's up.
Yeah, he should be happy for you. It's just his own team is kind of.
It's hard to truly be happy for somebody else when it's you know what I'm saying? Like the Browns was they underachieved so much this year. Like that had to be tough. And now they got to watch us and Odell. That's crazy, bro.
And they got even
That's
worse
crazy.
is they have some major questions about Baker Mayfield. This, I would think,
it's time
the
to move
shoulder
on.
injury. Apparently, the Cleveland media is just shit. They just piss all over him and just. I think that maybe I'm letting the media put doubts in my mind, but there's still people questioning whether Baker Mayfield's that dude. You know?
I don't think he's that dude. That's why I'm saying I don't think they really.
Oh, you don't think
questions.
there are questions? You just think
I think he's starting caliber, but
he's good.
He's in that Jimmy Garoppolo tier, maybe a touch higher. He's a guy who will put in a good performance or two, but is he going to be a guy that leads you to a Super Bowl? I don't know.
Maybe they suckered the 49ers into taking him on and get Jimmy G and pull up.
What's going to happen is they might trade for Deshaun Watson and add Baker Mayfield in return.
Do not do that, Browns.
Yeah.
Keep Baker. Sign him to a long
term. Yeah. The Bengals fan is talking now.
I agree to that. 10-year
extension over here, man.
Dude, if Cleveland had Deshaun Watson, that's a dangerous team.
Nah, that would suck so bad because, in college, Deshaun Watson and Lamar Jackson were my favorite two college quarterbacks when they was playing. I remember watching that Louisville Clemson game. So I have to watch them on the Ravens and the Browns. I will be pissed. I don't want to see that.
Yeah, if that's happening, Steelers are going to Bengals level the last couple of years. It's going to be oh, God.
Steelers are going to be bad next year.
I'm surprised they made the playoffs this year, dude. I'm really surprised.
It was the last dance.
The Baltimore injuries. The Baltimore
injuries. And then Cleveland.
They still got fucking coaches.
Yeah.
Baltimore lost 5 straight games, bro. That's nuts.
They lost 6. They imploded in full ways too.
Dude, they was losing by 1, 2 points.
2-point conversions twice. They lost on a game-winning touchdown to the Rams. I think they lost in overtime to the Steelers again, and then I think the other two were just blowouts.
They ain't win a single game without Lamar. That is insane. Not one.
And Hundley had a decent performance.
He wasn't playing bad, but he ain't Lamar.
Irvin Alvarado. I went to banner night with New York Rangers retiring Henrik Lundqvist's number. That's awesome, dude. We lost to a good Wild team, and I'm not angry at the disallowed goal. I'm angry at the fans throwing trash on the ice at the end. Yeah, it was just it sucks. Yes. Adam Fox is now injured. I mean, they're playing the Florida pretty tough right now, but you win some, you lose some. But I don't think that was a bad call on the disallowed goal. David Lim, Bengals secondary are the unsung heroes. # respect. Yeah, they're playing that.
Defense as a whole. Yep.
You can't get this far. Like everyone that says, "Oh, that was a fluke Super Bowl run," shut the fuck up. I mean, beat the best teams in the NFL if you don't get hot. Like you play together as a unit. You have each other's backs. Like all the cliches where they talk about, like, oh man, we love each other. We're playing as a unit. That shit rings true. It is true.
Been on that. They've been on that all year, bro. When everybody showed up for the OTAs and all that, and most teams would get like 50%. We had 100% attempt. Them boys was all in from the very beginning, bro. All in from the very beginning. They not shut them down, but they held the Titans run game in check and did what they needed to do. Got 3 picks made. They did exactly what we wanted them to do. They made my man Tannehill have to throw the ball. And we got 3 picks in the playoffs. You feel me? And then obviously what happened with Mahomes. So it's like, what is the D-line stepping up, the secondary stepping up? Like, we got good players. It's just like, it's players that's not necessarily big name players that cats know. But if you look at where they rank in the league, like I'm talking about, we got a lot of top 5, top 6, top 7 at their position type of cats that people really sleep on. But it's all good though, because we love it. Like, keep sleeping, because we're going straight to we try to get that ring, man.
Jacobs 893. How long till we start hating Joe franchise? He doesn't have an annoying wife. He doesn't have an annoying brother. I think Joe's the coolest dude in the league right now.
Give it like 3 or 4 years, and then it'll be like, you'll be envious because it's like, this guy keeps winning. I hate this.
Yeah, they'll find.
We don't like people who win too much.
Exactly.
Yeah. People love Tom Brady and his story when the first year that he won. Then he won it
every
again.
Player in the NFL who
then he went back to back, and we're like, wait a minute, hold on, dude. Chill. And then he won his 5th and 6th, and we were like, hey, dude.
Like, whoa, calm down. You're a 6th round pick, buddy. You're not
cheating. Right. Jaguars got cheated in 2017. Fuck him.
I still believe to this day.
Hey, Jesse James got that ball.
I still believe to this day, and you can't tell me that, they looked at the tape and it wasn't true. I still think to this day that they had either advanced knowledge of what plays were coming or they were stealing signals. Like, you can't convince me
it's
lack of evidence.
The evidence was there.
Dude, fucking Bill Belichick is a gamer, okay? And if he can get an edge on you, he'll get it.
Facts. Facts.
Dude, we played against them in the playoffs that year. Yeah, we played against them my rookie year in New England at halftime. And I think I've told y'all this story before, 3 and 5. At halftime, our coaches were like whispering. They're like, we don't want to talk too loud. We don't know if these motherfuckers got mics in here. Yada, yada. We go back out for the second half, tied 10-10. We just scored at the end of the half to tie it, and we get the ball at halftime. We get out, offense gets out to the huddle, headsets on the sideline go out. Got to call a timeout before we even start the third quarter because the play couldn't get sent in. So they start having to use signals.
Yeah.
We know what happens when you start using signals against the fucking Patriots. We didn't gain a yard barely at all the rest of the game. Like, it was ugly. We were like, what the fuck happened? Man. Like, they're cheaters. Patriots, that's what we all believe.
Them damn Patriots. Gotta watch out for them. They'll do whatever it takes.
Pre-read at Bro Taco.
Yep, Bro Taco. Stan
Kroenke. Wait, no, it's Uncultured Barbarian. My bad.
Yep. Joe Burrow and Evan McPherson saved us all from watching Jackson Mahomes defile himself on NFL property for 2 weeks for TikTok clout. Shooter came in clutch. Kitty goes meow. Like, am I the only person who just does not give a shit about Jackson Mahomes?
I can't stand that little.
Like, I mean, he's annoying, but it's like, dude.
I only see him on the retweets of people saying that they hate him. That's the only time I ever see the dude. Like, I never. You know what I'm saying? I don't see whatever he's posting until it's like, I hate this dude, and then it's Jackson Mahomes. That's the only
just
time
Jackson Mahomes just being Jackson Mahomes. It's like, I mean, he is an annoying twat, but it's like, whatever. It's like, I mean, just let him live his life. I'm just gonna live my own. It's just like, I mean, I don't acknowledge him. That's why I don't care for Jackson Mahomes. So it's like, whatever. I mean,
I feel like Patrick is gonna. I feel like he's gonna try and push. Get them to chill out next season. Because he was starting to have to answer questions about that in press conferences. Like, come on,
if
man.
he records
If
he records himself privately slapping Jackson Mahomes, he could probably make $100 million off that video.
Yeah, that's on Pat, bro. That's on Pat. Like, you're right. He gotta go talk to them. Like, bro, that's your brother and your wife, man. You gotta go have that conversation.
Y'all gotta chill out.
Man up, bro. Go talk to him.
But like,
shut that down. If it was me, bro, that's not. You ain't about to be embarrassing me online like that. Like, why are you doing that? Like, why? You don't even need to do that.
I guess with his brother, it's like that's the way he makes his living or whatever, being this annoying TikToker.
He had other choices.
And you're not going to tell
Gen
your wife,
Z.
like, hey, stop being so obnoxious. Like, he must love her. The thing is like,
if he love her, then that's when you tell her. Like,
let me play ball in peace.
Like, baby, I love you. Like, why you don't need to do this?
It's true, but like, you ever see
you
ever see a fine woman with a douchebag boyfriend?
Yeah.
Remember, if she's with a douche, that means she likes douches. Okay.
Oh, so you're saying Pat just into? Hey, man.
I'm just saying.
More power to him then.
I feel like it's the opposite.
What?
He's the handsome guy with the douche
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If he likes her,
okay.
He likes obnoxious women as his wife. Like, come on.
I mean, but they made it like in high school. You feel me? So that's
true.
That's real love for sure.
Yeah, that's his high school sweetheart, which I respect that.
She do kind of have the thick,
but y'all need to back off. This is our money now. Y'all need to back up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, this all of our livelihoods.
They're gonna start talking crazy if this shit happen again next year.
Did you read the next one, Tree?
Yep, I will do. Bro Taco, Stan Kroenke does not deserve anything after what he's done to Arsenal and worse. What he did to those families in Texas. Who day from a who dat fan. I mean, that's the only reason why I don't want to root for the Rams.
Yeah, but it's hard to root against Matt Stafford.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I want Aaron Donald to win a ring too.
Yeah, and Von Miller get another one. I wish you could pick the players by vote who is not allowed to win a ring, because I'd be like, all right, Jalen Ramsey, you cannot have a ring.
Well, no, Ramsey, because he extra. He that dude.
Man, look, man, Jalen Ramsey should have never even been on that team. Shad Khan, another fucking Shad Khan decision. Yeah, we're going to trade him.
Like, what happened is you should have paid him.
Yeah, should have paid him.
Man,
I mean, we got we got $1 billion of cap space, and we don't never use it.
Just sitting in the bank.
Just sitting in the bank.
No, they're just saving it. They're just letting it stash and accrue interest for future years.
Right. They're going to spend it eventually.
GN says, is Adam Schefter owed an apology after today's news? No.
Hell no.
No. Hell no. Dude, he's a backstabber, dude. Cats used to talk about him when I was playing that he's like a snake. He's like a little sniveling snake, just sniffing around trying to get scoops, trying to get players to say things. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, he's a mouthpiece for the owner class, and like whatever he reports is what they want out.
Yeah, he's the paparazzi for the NFL. Like when they get all those pictures of celebrities out, it's because the celebrities called the paparazzi and said, "We're gonna be eating we're gonna have Starbucks at 1. We'll be there." Yeah. So, anyways, Saint Rocket Super Bowl LALVIB. Los Angeles versus the Bengals. Mystic Rican. Finally, a Super Bowl I don't have to hate anyone. Someone gets their first ring, and either Burrow gets another title or Stafford gets the blessing after being in Detroit's purgatory. I love it all. Also, ASAP, a lucky man. Yeah, ASAP Rocky.
Oh, one of my favorite rappers, too.
The whole ASAP crew is just fire music. Just the whole thing.
They just cool as hell. Like, I like that whole like just style and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
ASAP. Golf Mike, which is GM in the NATO alphabet. With the Browns beating Bengals 2 times this year and Stafford, Eminem in the Super Bowl, is this the Browns versus Lions by proxy? This is the closest. I saw a tweet that said Eminem at the halftime show and Matthew Stafford under center is the closest Detroit will ever get a Super Bowl.
I saw that tweet.
Matt
Yeah.
Stafford and Sean Robinson versus, I think, Larry Ogunjobi. I mean, possibly.
If only Ogunjobi wasn't that.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Shamol, shout out to Joe Shiesty activating full read mode. Washington will always be the Washington football team. To me, no matter the name change.
It's just permanent.
I prefer
Their third name in 3 years.
Skins or reskins. That's how you got
They're
to
the football team to me, man. I'm never going to let this die.
WFT, baby.
Forever. I got that shit tattooed on my fucking arm, man.
Why does it say WTF?
Yes. Also, no way BB sent those texts on accident. He remembers those Super Bowl losses. Yeah, do you think Belichick was just fucking with Brian Flores? Let's talk about that right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
man.
Brian Flores' weird story comes out about Brian Flores' alleged racism in the Giants hiring process. He also said that Bill Belichick leaked or accidentally texted him. He also said that Stephen Ross offered money for him to tank in Miami.
100 bands of ale.
Hey, that one is dangerous. That one
Yeah.
could lead to the NFL forcing somebody to sell.
Right.
Yeah,
Like the NFL's rules, like I don't, the Rooney Rule exists for a good reason because, you look at the league, it's what, 70, 80% black, the players?
70%
Yeah.
black,
Yeah.
1.3% black head coaches.
Right. Like,
Yeah. But the way the Rooney Rule work, it don't really do nothing. Like
Right.
that's
Doesn't
part
do
of the
nothing.
whole point. Because it's like they already
Doesn't
decided
do
they were
nothing.
gonna hire Brian DeBall before this man even did his interview. You know how pissed off I'd be? Like, you wasting my time, dog.
right.
First and foremost.
Like, it's
you know what I'm saying?
literally
If you
just
wanna
going
hire
through the
him, just do
motions.
that. And they was literally going through the motions. So that's crazy.
You
That's
get
Which
it.
means they don't respect the rule, which means they don't want to really hire a black coach.
Well, that's like
They
rules
just,
are
they
meant
just
to
know they got to
be-
interview one.
You need to
I-
make the rule tight. Like if it's easy to just exploit
needs
the
to be-
rule and just keep going,
Yeah.
like people gonna do that. You know what I'm saying?
There needs to be incentives for the teams so that they actually feel, they feel like there's something in the
Incentives?
game, which is in and of itself is kind of like, so we
No.
gotta
I don't
give
think
you
it's
more in way of the draft to do something like this. Like
I
there
don't
has
think-
to
I
be.
don't know if I like that.
I
Well,
think
if not incentives, there needs to be more structure around it to kind of like, I mean, how do you force a team? You can't force a team to hire a black coach, but you can't
It's like-
like continue to watch a black league of players have the smallest amount of representation in the league as far as any decision making positions. Like they have
Yeah.
none.
I
Yeah.
think maybe if it were more emphasized on a lower level, right? Like that's the problem. Like, to
Well,
get
I mean,
the
you
head
got a lot
coach-
of guys in the lower levels. You got guys who they put in like player development, they put them in, scouting, stuff like that.
They
But
get stuck.
once you get to that ceiling point where it's now you can make a decision on who's going to be here, who's not, who's going to, how the team is going to structure, how it's going to be structured, and how it's going to move forward from a philosophical standpoint. We got one.
all I gotta say is, listen.
Nuts.
Listen, as an Asian person, we are 1/4 of the world, right? So if you look at the population of the world, 1 in 4 people in the world is Asian. So if your wife has 3 kids and she's expecting a 4th, that 4th one might be I'm just saying, we don't have any representation at all in the league. We've never had an Asian quarterback.
No,
None.
y'all had that win.
That win. We had Scott
we had-
Garcia.
Where my man? Wait. Where Young Wei from?
Young Wei Koo. Okay,
South
we had
Korea.
a kicker.
He's Korean. He's South Korean.
He's
Yeah.
Yeah,
Korean.
okay. Kickers, like any clan gets represented.
Heinz Ward. Heinz
Heinz
Ward.
Ward. Okay, he's half
Heinz
Korean.
Ward, yeah. Hall of
Okay.
Famer.
Oh, that's all we got. We don't have an Asian quarterback. We never had Asian coach. There's more women coaches in the NFL and women executives than there are Asian. And we are the best at shit. We fucking fuck math up. We'll fucking analyze. Dude, bring us into a team. We'll fix that shit in a week. Because we will fucking work. We'll work through Christmas, the holidays. We'll fix this fucking team right now.
Don't care
Hey,
about
y'all
my
definitely got
family.
sense that could be
Right,
used, bro.
right.
That's a fact.
We have you
Football
don't need to
time.
hire OC, DC. I do all job.
I do
I bring a
everything.
lot to the table, bro. Like, you're right. I agree with you.
Why are we not getting interviewed? Fuck.
Hey, but
Right,
like,
sorry.
I think, and I don't really know. This is like an overarching thing. Until there's more like black ownership, you're probably not gonna get like the black coach that you want. And I don't even think it's necessarily racism. It's just people just tend to trust like the person that they could see like their uncle in, they could see their cousin, their brother. That's a fact.
That's kind of
a fact.
discrimination.
It's also a
No,
who you know environment too. It's who you know. I mean, it's
I just don't think
NFL's
it's
very
malicious.
incestuous like that, so they bring in a lot of that. Buddy.
NFL is there's a lot of I guess you could call it nepotism, quote unquote, in the NFL. It's about if you got everybody's on trees, so you're coming from one tree to another tree. But the thing is that you look at like a situation like Jacksonville. You have an opportunity as the only minority owner in the NFL to have a minority head coach and general manager in Byron Leftwich and Adrian Wilson. You have a groundswell would be an understatement. You have an explosive volcanic reaction from the fans of Jacksonville to get rid of the current general manager. But for some reason, the owner is completely enthralled with this guy who is not proven to be worth anything for any coach that comes in there. And as a matter of fact, usually if he's there, the coach will end up being fired. Somehow he survives
and
continuously.
He ran San Francisco into the ground too. So it's not like he's a good GM or anything.
Yeah, it's not like he's good. And you look at the situation, you say, okay, well, Byron Leftwich is justified in saying, hey, I want to be the coach, but I do not want to work with this guy's GM. Mm-hmm. So if you're really interested in turning this franchise around, I mean, look at Cincinnati, then maybe you should clean house for real instead of just sending head coaches on their way and leaving the person who actually puts the players on the roster to continue to just have this malfeasance about what guys are good and what guys are not. I mean, the roster doesn't have anybody that's really a solidified player. The quarterback position is in danger of being completely ruined within the next 12 months. I mean, where is this franchise going? You have a chance to rectify that with somebody who has tutelage that you can't get some of the experience, even though he's never been a head coach.
Yeah, okay, hold on.
You had Bruce Arians and Tom Brady kind of mentoring Byron Leftwich. I mean, you can't ask for somebody if he's not going to be a head coach or not going to be somebody who's been a head coach. You can't ask for a better situation. A guy who's ready to be a head coach.
Yeah, I mean, if he gets brought in and they get to the playoffs, would you hate Balky then?
Yeah, I still hate Balky.
What if they make a deep
it's probably more despite some of his influence than really because of his influence.
Tree's gone.
I mean, there's no reason to believe that he is going to do that because he hasn't done it the last 5 years.
With the crazy mustache, right?
Yeah, shout out to
yeah. He's got the There's Tree.
They made an emoji.
Shmuel said, "Shout out to Joe Shiesty, activating full read mode." Washington Wallet. No, we already read that. Is that the same? That's the same one from before.
Yeah, I'll get it. It's Darth Schultz. If the Bungles win the Super Bowl, do we have to start calling them the Bengals again? I feel like you should start calling them the Bengals now.
Don't do that.
Super Bowl. Bungles is like, a 6-win and under team. That's Bungles.
Yes.
Exactly, Tree. You got it.
Lost Histories. Hey, Five, since your boys took my team's coaching staff, Buffalo demands reparations. Saquon, also Tree, idea for the greatest video game 6 of the 1999 Stanley Cup.
Skate in the crease.
Skate in the crease. Saquon probably will be on the market in a year.
Maybe. Honestly. I mean, if Buffalo should go for running back, they should go for James Robinson. Call him up, be like, "Hey, I know you got James Robinson on the trading block. You want to give up a third for him?"
I could see Saquon going to a team that blocks for him and finding he needs a change of scenery.
He does.
Yeah.
It's a shame. He's too much
New
talent
York is wasting him.
Yeah. Jared Oberfeld. I am sad Brady's no longer terrorizing the Steelers. 7-5-7.
He had to get one last big jab in at Pittsburgh. Our quarterback retires, and then he's got to retire the same year. Pittsburgh can't beat New England. Great.
So all big man thunder too. I was laughing.
I know, right? Just watch Aaron Rodgers retire too. I mean, Gronk's probably retiring again because Brady's gone. That might not be first ballot if you think about it.
Frost
That
757.
was
Joe Burrow
bullshit.
is legit, but I think he needs a few more years and rings before we start making Tom Brady comparisons. Daniel, yeah. He's got to win 6 rings before he gets compared to Tom Brady. Daniel Shell, Kaepernick was right. Should we sort of thank BB? I don't know what Bill Belichick said in these.
Belichick was just like he congratulated Brian.
Yeah, it's not like he was like
he texted wrong Brian. That's literally all he did.
Yeah, it was like it didn't say, "Hey, I'm glad you got hired over that blank Brian Flores." It just said, "Congratulations."
I think like Bill Belichick is as much of a boomer that he could totally mess up a text like that too. So
he was like, "Oh, I said Brian."
Well, I think that's people are looking at that as the catalyst, but that's not the point of him. Exposing those text messages is to show that the Giants already made their mind up.
Yeah, they have though, but they hired Joe Shane. Yeah. Like, of course, Shine was going to bring in his guy to bowl. Like it was a no-brainer. That's when the Rooney.
The fact that he found that out before he even interviewed, that is already now broken. There is no justification for that. Like there's
but that
it means you're already biased before you even get.
You already chose. Yeah, it's over.
Yeah. See, but that's where the Rooney Rule works against its intention, right? Because now you're just bringing in Brian Flores as a token. Like it's insulting to him. To bring him in when you've already brought in the guy that when you've already made up your mind, like to me that's where it has its downside.
It's a tricky situation because like if he fails, they're just going to see it as like, oh, it's just like another coach that fell to the wayside, and it's instead of like what he could be.
If a company go ahead.
I was going to say let's connect the dots then. Okay, you go from that. You look at the Miami situation. A lot of people were kind of scratching our heads. Why did they fire Brian Flores? And then you hear, there was a power situation. There was a struggle between him and the GM. Well, now we know, or at least we see the allegation, that they were trying to tank the team.
Oh, yeah.
And they were incentivizing him, and he refused to do it, which, of course, would cause friction between him and the upper management.
Flores is never going to accept like actively tanking. That's an ethics issue.
It is.
Yeah. But that creates an issue with the people who make decisions because that's what they want. But
we're hearing the allegations though from Flores alone. So you're going to get the most washed version, the most aggressively pro Flores version of.
But we already know that they aggressively wanted Joe Burrow. They tried to trade us like 3 first-round picks for him. So we know they wanted the first pick. So to say that they was actively paying him to tank is not that far of a stretch. It aligns perfectly with what we already know about.
They fucked up though. They put Ryan Fitzpatrick out there and he went out and won 5 games or some shit. They fucked up.
Shit, Flores was like, go get him.
Yeah. No one wants to lose. I don't care if it's beneficial to the team. I'm not coaching as a fucking loser.
Exactly. I mean, if you start actively tanking, you lose the locker room immediately. There's no way you get it back. There's also a tweet by Charles Robinson. This Brian Flores lawsuit against the NFL is going to resonate throughout sports and be a significant moment in the history of the league. I've spoken to 2 other coaches who believe they have the receipts to be a part of the class. This could be a tsunami before it's all over.
Oh, God.
It will. This is going to, you know what this is going to, this is what I hope happens.
Some email
in the immediate future. I hope that this rattles the NFL enough and it actually, gets enough circulation around the country obviously on the major news platforms that minority investors go ahead and take the Denver Broncos. That's what I want to see happen, because then that shows the NFL, hey, the moment the team comes up for sale from this point on, there's going to be minority investors who are going to be swinging for the fences to spite you, just to spite you. And they'll take that franchise and make it, and try and make it a winner. I hope that happens in the immediate future. In the bigger picture, we know that the NFL is a hard league to change. Mm-hmm. And are you going to be able to move mountains in the next 5 years, 10 years in that regard? I don't know, because the NFL is very stubborn. It's not going to change its ways so long as there are these relationships that are connected all around the league. That's how they rotate. Everything is recycled. So it's going to be hard to really see a bigger picture effect. But, the attention that this brings to the NFL, I hope that it sparks investors to start, looking into getting groups of minority investors. Hell, I'll put some money up. Shit, let me get a piece. Let me get a 0.5% of this motherfucker.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
Jim Kipp, if the Bengals win, Harambe's death will be avenged, and everything that happened after that will go away. We know he got dicks out for Harambe, of course. Schkeiser Bullet, congratulations, Flemlo, on the Bengals' incredible run. Is Stafford a Hall of Famer if they win the Super Bowl? Yeah, I think this would. If Eli Manning is a Hall of Famer, then Matthew Stafford with the career record.
If he gets this will get him in. Because he goes to the Rams and does it in 1 year.
Yeah,
and that just proves that it proves he was in a graveyard in Detroit.
Yeah, that he was dragging that team to the playoffs, dragging them.
He did have Megatron though.
He did have Megatron,
but Megatron was like, "Fuck it, I'm out."
Yeah,
I'll retire. Play another game.
I think I beat up for 7, 8 years.
Smooth Criminal 12. Have fun watching the Steelers trade first rounders for Jimmy G and still think.
Yeah, I mean we know that's happening.
Mike Tomlin is the most overrated coach, right? See, what you're gonna see next year is what happens when a good coach doesn't have any players. You're gonna see the Steelers, like how they're gonna lose with having a fucking depleted roster.
I'm not even gonna bet against them.
I mean, dude, it was just an ugly, ugly season this year. It was pain to watch a lot of these games.
Now, if they
still didn't have a losing year.
Yeah,
I mean, somehow have a winning record
the Steelers instead of.
Yeah, if they somehow have a winning record next year, I think Mike Tomlin skips his ineligibility clause for the Hall of Fame when he retires.
Yeah, I think he's actually massively underrated, bro. I think Mike Tomlin hella
15 years and you have not had a losing season yet.
Dude, they're like right there with AB and all them boys over there, bro. Like, and being not like a traditional leader.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
He held that down for years, bro. So
James Amadei, what do the Colts do now that Matt Eberflus is in Chicago? It's time to blow up the franchise. Also, franchise Skyline Chili in Northern Indiana.
I don't think they're not going to blow up the franchise.
The Colts need to get rid of Carson Wentz. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, they need a quarterback.
He's not that dude. I'm sorry. Nathan,
he's worse than anything you could say about Jimmy G.
Yeah, thank him for getting the Steelers in the playoffs, I guess.
Yeah, rumor mill is going into overdrive saying Harbaugh to my Vikes thoughts. Yeah, we kind of talked on that earlier. It's like his legacy is done in Michigan and he just wants out. Mike Mansfield, Jimmy G on Sunday was the first time I was like disgusted with how a QB blew a game. By the way, Flemlo, Joe Shiesty lost the lead, but he came back in blood. Oh, a little shade right there. Called him Joe Shiesty. Red Rubber Duck Gwyn. You guys remember the crying Bengals lady from the 2015 playoffs? She started a GoFundMe for Super Bowl LVI tickets. I say, let's do it. Nah, come on. I just can't donate to someone to live a luxury, to have the luxury of $5,000 to go to the Super Bowl when there are kids that need, their cancer treatments and things like that. I'd rather donate to that.
I'd rather get, we'd rather get tickets from SeatGeek.
If you use code TREE at checkout or code Flemlo, you got a SeatGeek code that you want to shout out? Oh, they didn't re-up this year?
I ain't re-up with SeatGeek.
Oh, John Morris, the way Chase blew away the Chiefs secondary in week 17, he's special. Uche about to make another Jags pain video. Con. Ian Zalia, congrats, Flem. Enjoy the time in the sun since the Bucks aren't repeating, hoping the Bengals get on the board. Who do you think is the next Bucks QB? Blaine Gabbert.
Well, I mean, they think it could be could be a veteran free agent.
It's Blaine Gabbert. Come on.
Hey, Blaine gonna hold him down. He got that Tom Brady tutelage.
Yeah. He's gonna get on the sideline and say, "Whoa!"
First time he gets suplexed, he gonna be like, "Shit, fuck it."
Jake,
I'll never forget, bro. I will never forget when we were playing the Houston Texans. He was a rookie.
Yeah,
and we had a rookie left guard.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Oh no. Go ahead.
Wait, what happened?
We had a rookie left guard who was getting worked the entire season. Will Rackley, my God, from Lehigh University, and
Will.
They ran a dog blitz on one play, and I'm like, I saw the actual TV footage of this later on in the year, and I'm blocking this dude, and I turn my head and look back, and there's like 4 people on Blaine, and all I saw was his legs sticking up and just blue jerseys just crushing it. I was like, oh my God. He was never the same after that game. Never the same.
Broken.
I remember Blaine Gabbert threw the ball backwards in a game.
He
Oh,
said,
he was one of
fuck
those?
it.
Damn, Blaine.
He
Jay
told me
Carr
that. He said, bro, one time I just said, fuck it. And just, I said, I don't blame you.
A lot of quarterbacks do that though. They probably never
Yeah,
did.
Jimmy G threw up some
He
bullshit
damn sure did. He
in the
damn sure
NFC
did.
Championship game.
Damn sure did.
Excuse me.
Uh-oh. Inhale that smoke.
There you go.
Inhale it.
There you go. Yeah.
Jake R.
Get it out.
QBs and thoughts on the Bills next year.
Dude, get that.
You all right?
Straight, bro.
No, I've had this issue with my ears. I got fluid behind my ears because I have tubes in them. I jumped in the water, and so I guess it just went down my throat real quick.
Ugh.
Oh, I hate that.
The Bills are going to be good next year. The Bills might be in the Super Bowl next year.
Yeah, I think they'll be back.
It's scout about Harbaugh was hired already after the Graham interview. So, yeah, I mean, a lot of reports are saying that Jim's in. Like, that's it. Sean
Probably
Peterson,
in.
I think Carolina takes Kenny Pickett if available at number 6 in April. The very wide open NFC South after Brady's departure. Dumb take? No, I don't think it's dumb. Sam Darnold clearly is trash. So, he's not. It just – look, man. I think I said
Sam
this last
Darnold, the only one I seen go work with Jordan Palmer and not get better. Like,
right,
you know
right.
what I'm saying? And I like Sam coming out, but he just, I don't know, he
But
seemed to be regressing.
The thing is, and I said this last week, it's like with Tannehill, Ryan Tannehill is viewed as the ultimate reclamation project, right? Like he was in Miami, couldn't get them there, came to Tennessee, got them to a couple NFC, got them to the AFC Championship game. But it's clear in the NFL, if you're not that dude early, you're not that dude later. I mean, yeah, Stafford, yes, he's in the Super Bowl now, but Stafford's always been that dude. He's just been on terrible teams. Like I could see Derek Carr going somewhere else and taking a team to the Super Bowl because he looks like that dude. He acts like that dude. But Tannehill to me has never been the dude.
I like Tannehill. Tannehill, like probably my favorite game manager quarterback. He's not in the game he played us, but most of the time he is what I always wanted Baker Mayfield to be. It's like, bro, be okay with handing it off. You feel me? Like, be okay with that. Like, you ain't got to try to put up the Mahomes play. That's where Baker get in trouble. Like, he want to be a player that he not. Like, you a good player, but he keep trying to, like, play outside of his talent level.
I'm like Mahomes, too.
It's like, you're not. You feel me? Like, it ain't many of them.
It's like, bro, you're like 5'8".
Yeah, like there's only a couple Josh Allens. There's only a couple Justin Herberts. Like
exactly, them dudes physically different. So you got to build your game around what you're good at. Like you ain't got to do what they do in order to have success. Yeah.
Madame K, we're going to take the NFC North and never give it back. Watch the Bears place last in their division in 2022. I hate being cynical about my home team. I was born after 85, so Madame.
They got no hope.
You got one NFC Championship game where Jay Cutler refused to go back in the game.
Well, you have a Super Bowl, and then Rex Grossman overthrew everything by 20 yards. So,
if they would have allowed my boy Kyle Lorton, Boilermaker, Boiler Up, if they would have allowed him to continue on the streak he was on, he's the one who got him to the playoffs, then they probably would have had a ring. He was a good game manager for them.
Yeah. They also sat McCown for Cutler. And Josh McCown was playing really well, and they sat him down for Jay Cutler's fucking not caring ass.
Smoking a cigarette on the sideline, just
smoking Jay.
Smoking Jay.
He's the modern Len Dawson. All he needs is a cup of Fresca, and you've got the meme right to a T.
Uncultured Barbarian, you'll know the Vikings are serious if they take Harbaugh to the special back room of Manny's Steakhouse. Their steaks are legendary. Oh, is that how they close deals in Minnesota? Uncultured Barbarian, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, greater than Baker Mayfield. The Simpsons Cincinnati. I hope Tree hasn't been writing a Bengals legacy of failure script because he might not be needing it. Go Bungles.
Rip that thing
Got my
up.
T.O. Cincy jersey.
Right there.
I don't have it yet. I don't have it. You're okay.
Nah, this hopefully, maybe they just get it done. This will be the first Super Bowl. Like a lot of teams have checked off the list.
Gonna get it done.
Seattle got there.
New Orleans got there.
New Orleans got there. There's some
We're
teams
so far away.
that have a chance. Yeah, Jaguars are
furthest
so far away.
Dude, it can change like this though, bro. It can change like that.
It can.
Yeah, when you want it to. We don't want it to. Our owner doesn't want it to.
Darian, who's been hanging out in the chat. I hope he didn't leave before he gets a super chat read. He was on the show last week. Somehow decides to give us $10. Darian, Black Flags Matter. Rams rebuilt through signs and trades. Bengals rebuilt the old-fashioned way through the draft. Congrats, FlemLo. Your content inspired me to create my own like tree and 5 points. But go Rams.
Dope.
Yeah.
Good luck to you as a fan, but not to your Rams, man.
Side bet? No. Okay. Stress to impress. Thoughts on Flores suing the NFL? Yeah, we kind of talked about that. The Flores thing, we got to wait for more. We got Denver.
Yeah, we need more.
Anytime you fuck with the bully, though, the NFL will pull some shit out of their ass.
Are they? Oh my God.
They will call in favors. They will be like,
so we got these pictures of you at the strip club. Want to care to explain these?
They'll intimidate juries.
Yes, we were able to obtain your internet history. Apparently, you like midget porn. And seem to spend a lot of time on this one site called Dog Park.
Yeah, I can't wait to see how this is gonna play out. It's gonna take a long time, though.
Side note is like, so I'm on this website called the OG, and there's this male porn star named Tyler Knight. I don't know if you know who he is, but he even said he's like, even dog farts is over the top for me. Oh, I'm like, wow, how you offend another porn star? Like,
that's where he draw the line there, bro.
Anyways, David G. Uche, the idea of the Pat sabotage could be legit if the Jags didn't have a fetish for masochism and self-sabotage. Yeah, Jags really have embraced losing for the last 20 some odd years.
Yeah.
MRX Gaming, Winter Olympics begins on Thursday. NASCAR clash at Daytona. What's in it? What it's in California at the Coliseum? Whose idea was this? Yeah, it's a marketing thing. They just, they really failed. They used to have a racetrack like Indy, an exact copy of that in Ontario, California.
Yeah, they actually used to have a track in Riverside. They replaced it with Oklahoma,
and they just got it only lasted like 2 years or something, and they tore it down. It's fucking crazy. Charlie Alex, full read never left. It was only ever outdone by full Shanahan, fluke in 29. No, I mean, Reed has Mahomes. I think he had McNabb in Philly, McNabb
and Alex Smith.
Yeah. He should have taken Philly to a couple Super Bowls, but they fucked up. Jonathan Hill, I've said this before. Joe Burrow should get MVP for carrying that dumpster fire of an O-line to the Super Bowl. What do you think, Flem? Is the O-line bad, or is it just
no? The O-line is bad because the whole unit got to be good in order for the O-line to be good. We're pretty strong on
your interior side. Three got to be stout, and your tackles got to be athletic.
Right,
they have neither.
We straight on the left side, left tackle, left guard, Quentin Spain and Jonah Williams are cool, but our center, Trey Hopkins, he was really good, but he came back off an injury this year, and he really wasn't the same. He's been up and down. Then the right guard spot, we've been rotating rookies all year. Then we had Riley Reeve, veteran tackle from the Vikings, as right tackle, but he got hurt earlier in the year, out for the season. So, you know what I'm saying? The line is on that side is weak. You feel me? It's young, it's developing guys, but we can definitely upgrade and go get one or two studs. I think we should probably just trade like a couple draft picks, bro, and just go get some dudes that we already know can do it. You feel me?
I mean, you've got Ryan Jensen as a free agent this year, center. You'll probably be in big pursuit of him.
Bro,
I'm trying to think of any guards or tackles.
Depends on what happens.
You still need to draft because you're going to need depth.
It don't depend on what happened in 2 weeks. What you mean?
I mean, what do you do in the future? Like, because if you go out and win a Super Bowl, it's like you can't
that
be
same
like
O-line's coming back next year.
Right.
No, it's not, bro.
You'll get Williams and Spain back. You'll bring those.
Yeah, hell yeah. Williams and Spain is I rock with Williams and Spain, and I rock with some of the young cats. I think they have potential to get better. But am I about to bet on them for next year when we in our Super Bowl window right now? Nah, like keep them on the team, let them compete in training camp, and if they outperform whoever we bring in, fine. But I think you got to trade for a couple of veterans, and then obviously we got hella draft capital, and we got like $60 million in cap room. So we got to make something shake. We got to definitely have a better O-line next year.
Golly.
Golden
We
Hybrid
set
says,
up, baby. We set up, man. Stop playing with
Y'all
us.
set up. Y'all set
Set
up.
set up.
nice.
Yeah, for sure. Golden Hybrid says there's a scooter advert on Xbox by Intuit TurboTax. Inuit. It's made by Native Americans. It's Intuit. Mr. Yes, Scooter's getting a lot of too much pub, man. Starting to get jealous.
He's famous, dude. People love Scooter Magruder, man.
Facts.
I was
Chat.
somewhere.
Chat.
I was in Aruba, and the guy on the boat was like, he's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm a YouTuber." Like, and I was like, "Have you heard of Scooter Magruder?" He's like, "I know that guy." I was like, "Yeah, he's my co-host."
I get that. I get that.
Uh-huh.
I get that with destroying you. You know, destroying. I'm like, I don't know him, but I know of him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I kind of do what he does. Like that, you know what I mean? Like it's hard.
Not exactly, but like similar. Like
The one thing I hate is like going to Thanksgiving or something and trying to explain to a relative like what you do. It's like fucking.
it's different for me. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it's.
They know what I do. So at this point.
But like, if it's someone that don't know, like a boomer or something, and they're just like, so wait a minute. Like I remember, the neighbors were over. We had a party, and one of the neighbors was like, "Hey, I have YouTube TV. Will you show up on there?" I was like, "No, I won't show up on YouTube."
Hey, how do you explain it though? Like when you break it down.
I say I'm like a radio host, like a sports talk radio.
That's a
host.
good way to explain it. Yeah.
And then they go away, and I'm just like, fine, good, go away. Mr. Yes, all eyes on Aaron Rodgers, and will he retire? Does Cleveland need a new QB? Will Aaron go to Pittsburgh? Are the Pens collapsing? I could see Aaron Rodgers doing like a one-up, retiring on a week from now on a Tuesday on a boring.
I could see him retiring. Yeah, he'll retire on Pat McAfee because he will.
Yeah, but I think he's got one more year of football left.
He's not going to retire because now for him, he thinks in his head that the path is now cleared. Brady's gone. You know, if he goes to Denver, he feels like he can beat all those teams. I mean, come on, man. We're talking about Aaron Rodgers is arrogant now. He has a lot of confidence in himself.
But he's
too much confidence to a certain extent.
He seems like he's tired of the NFL shit. That's the only thing I'm thinking.
Well, he brought that shit on his damn self.
He kind of did.
Who's to blame for that?
He kind of did.
I can't see him retiring the same year as Brady though. Like he's not gonna get the same love. Like if he walk away at the
he
same
needs
time.
to do his farewell tour.
Let people forget about that, and then you know.
It's just weird that Brady talked all this shit like he was gonna play till he was 50, only to retire at a blue.
He said 45.
Yeah. Oh, he did say. I thought he said he was gonna play like more
He
years.
said I feel like I could play till 45. That was the number he put out there. He's 44.
Yeah, as
He's
long
right
as he
there.
makes it to the Super Bowl. Because the moment he didn't, he's like, "Fuck this shit."
I mean, I think he just threw out an arbitrary number, bro. It's like you know how you start YouTube, you be like, I gotta get 100,000 subscribers. It's just like you just throw a number because you need something to chase, and then you get to the point where it's like, I don't really need that shit. Like you know what I'm saying? I'm straight.
That's the thing is with YouTube, it's like you get to 100, you want 500,000. You want 500, you get to a million.
But like
You
now,
get
I
to
threw out a
million.
million back in the day. Like now, a million don't really mean nothing to me, man. It's just a number. I
Yeah,
don't even look at my subscriber count. Like I never look at it.
It's a flex.
It's just
Anybody
a
talk
gauge
shit to
look-
me anywhere on YouTube, I'm gonna be like,
All it is, all the sub count.
Look at this. Go play button.
"How many subs you got?"
Who is it? RBT was in line somewhere, and someone was talking. It was like, "Oh, you're that YouTuber, RBT," and some girl was like, "Oh, really? You're a YouTuber? How many subs do you have?" And he was like, "Oh, like 500,000." She's like, "Ew, only 500,000."
If you try to get like social clout off it, it's tough. But if you're just trying to like live your life how you set it up, then you good.
I was in
'Cause
Vegas and somebody
people-
noticed me, and I had like 12,000 subs. Like, Uche. I'm like, I watch your show. I'm like, who the fuck is? And I'm looking around like, who the fuck?
I had to get
This
used to
short
that,
dude.
bro.
Like, I love your
yeah.
show. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I'm
I
like,
still have a
there's-
hard time dealing with that. It's weird, you know.
It's very weird.
Most of the
There's
time,
some
it's like you're
people
working alone and you're not really around anybody. Then you go outside and you recognize, like, oh shit, cool, thanks, man.
It's always when I dress like a bum and have to run to the store. I run into somebody every single FlemLoRaps. I'm like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? So now I gotta get fresh just to go to the store because I might run into somebody. You know what I'm saying?
See, you get recognized a lot more than us. Like I'm still at the point where I would like to be recognized, and I think at some point, like you probably get sick of it.
You have a bit of a complex
cool, man.
about
It's
that.
cool,
Like
bro.
you want to be recognized. I know that, dude. Like I think with me, like I don't really put my face out there that often, so like I'm not really like known. I mean, if I speak, maybe people will recognize me. I've had that happen.
Oh, I've had that
Yeah.
happen. It happened at the Burger Works. I was like, "Can I get a thing of ketchup?" He goes, "Are you
was
5.2?"
like-
I was like, "How did you know it was me?" He's like, "Your voice." Like,
Mhm.
you
Yeah,
got that
yeah.
from a thing of ketchup?
Dude, I remember when you left when the waiter recognized you and not Brandon Perna.
Oh, that was funny too. Yeah, and Brandon is on his every video. Like, you have to know who Brandon is.
Right.
Anyways, True Power Zay, A-Rod to Tampa, no way. Fricks John 36. Speaking of stupid passes, remember the Philip Nelson backward pass from San Diego in the AAF? Yes, that was pretty bad. David R says Chiefs fan here, so is how the Packers fans feel after a conference championship game. Yeah, you might get used to it. It's happened 2 out of the last 4 years, losing and they've all been in Arrowhead, right? Casey hasn't had to go on the road for a
I don't think so. No.
championship game yet.
Four
Nobody
NFC
mentioned
title
that in
games
the
in a
lead
row.
up to our game that they had lost in Arrowhead the year. Okay.
2 years to
Yeah, they lost the
Patriots.
Pats. 19.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so
GN
loud.
Lau Cow of the Week, CBS for their halftime report.
Oh, that when they blurred fancy like. I think that's the main reason why the Chiefs lost.
Yeah.
When you blur fancy like by Walker Hayes, nothing
didn't
good can
get
come out of that.
Apple.
You're lucky you don't know. It's
Would you admit to what's a restaurant that you're a regular of that you would be ashamed to admit?
I mean, I
question.
like if I want like a crap restaurant that's like, you know, that's passable and you don't feel like doing anything, it's Chili's. Like Applebee's is Chili's, but like not Southwest. That's pretty
The
much.
wife and I hit Arby's way too much, and we hit
Arby's.
Cracker Barrel
Cracker.
way too much.
Man,
See that?
I don't personally like. I go because I know.
Like
she
you
loves-
go to Cracker Barrel?
Yeah, like we go to
I've never
Caucasian
been
Barrel.
to a Cracker Barrel in my life, dude.
I've been at Cracker Barrel one time. I was like with a big ass group. It was
Listen,
very weird. Very
my
weird.
wife-
Yeah,
is
I went
from
one
the
time
country.
and I was like,
I was like, I'm never
good.
coming back to this.
Yeah,
one.
I was
Yeah.
on like a Ponderosa.
You
It
didn't
wasn't
buy
that bad.
one of the skillets in the shop or one of the toys in the Cracker Barrel?
It was
You
so
didn't
long
go
ago, man. I
shopping?
was broke as hell.
Man, I was
didn't even
making
look
sure
at
my
that stuff.
strap was still in my car.
You don't go
Yes,
to
I
Waffle
need it.
House? Come on, y'all got to have a restaurant that
Nah,
you
Everybody
I
love-
won't go to
wait,
Waffle.
everybody
I mean,
love-
I like
you said
Waffle
Waffle
House, but
House?
I ain't been to one
Yeah,
in forever.
Waffle
Bro, Waffle House is great at like 2 a.m. Like I used to
Yeah,
love
dude.
Waffle House. I don't got one close to me now.
I think they're
But
any
yeah,
of them.
Waffle House is
I am-
A1. It is kind of dirty, but it's amazing.
Hey,
Right.
Waffle House in
Waffle House
Georgia
is the
and
best
ATL,
grimy
bruh,
restaurant.
don't even try to act up in that mug. The staff will whoop your ass.
Facts, bro. Waffle House don't. play
They
around
will
like that.
beat you like you like,
don't need
like they
security.
can fight.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
I remember one time I was in Vinings, Georgia, and I was looking for a place to eat. Everything was closed. I ate at Waffle House, but I walked by some shopping mall, and some white lady was just openly crying in the parking lot. I was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Yeah.
It was weird. It was like she just saw her ex-boyfriend or something out having a good time. It was like the whitest moment I've ever seen. It wasn't
I go
because
home
like
after stuff
someone
like that.
stole her purse. It was more like, I can't believe Chad is here with Melissa.
Damn,
Yeah,
Chad.
that is a white person moment.
Yes. Jared Froman, breaking news. The name for Washington football team is, drumroll please, the Washington Commanders. Yeah. Brandon
Oh,
Perna
that's the Commanders. That's the one.
posted a tweet. They've got the banner up at FedEx Field, like not even covered. Like
It's just how lazy. They
Now,
didn't even give it like a
so-
good logo.
It's still Washington though. Look at how badly they botched that Sean Taylor
All right.
memorial.
Let me share this with y'all. Hold on. Let me share it. This is in at FedEx right now through the rafters. Like you can see it. It's up. Like
Like
I
what
gotta
if
hear
it's
more.
a bait and switch? They
Fucking
pull it out at
lazy
night
on
and then they pull it out like immediately and they unveiled like the real name.
and it's
And
what
that'd be hard. I ain't gonna lie.
that would go hard.
But I'm
that
about to
would
hit
go
my boy
hard.
my layup, man. See what he think about this.
But I don't
Commanders.
see Dan Snyder being that chess like that many moves ahead.
He's not that crafty.
No,
He's lazy and cheap. I mean,
no. Now
Man,
that
that would
would,
be
be
cool.
a super okie doke if they pulled out some name like Washington, like fucking like something like almost like on the Redskins.
reskins.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
dude, they
You
got
know,
crazy.
they got
got
pictures
everybody
of
buying
apparel.
Actually, or you know what? Washington Redskin potatoes, and they just have the potatoes. And it's like we're the Redskins. Hey, we're not after an
They
Indian,
got
it's after a
pictures
potato.
they got pictures of the apparel. I mean, I'm just
Yeah.
like, why didn't they even like think to do like the logo is just, it's the Washington football team like script, everything. It's not, nothing's changed.
It's because they don't want to spend money on a graphic design.
I mean, that's not even like expensive.
Yeah, that's paid in
Oh,
full.
Fiverr, bro.
No,
Paid
you know
in
how much it
full.
costs to get the rights to something other than Pythagoras as your font?
Here,
Oh
guy's
my
paid in
god,
full says the Washington natives. That'd be some shit if they pulled that,
that
out.
would be
Everybody, if
yeah.
Twitter just went fucking crazy about that. They're like, "Fuck Dan Snyder, I can't
They'd
believe
make
it."
him-
Then they pull down the banner. It's like the Washington, like something cool as shit, like the Washington.
Cool as shit.
I don't know, something actually good. Washington just really doesn't flow off the tongue correctly. There's
They
no
should have called themselves the Washington Tomahawks.
or the Barracudas or something like that'd be a cool ass name.
The
You know?
Barracudas?
I don't know. Think of something fierce. We're
I
out
feel
of
like all the
cool
good
shit.
names is taken, man.
Call them the Hogs. Reference the '80s team.
Yes, the Washington Hog, the Washington Wildflowers. Uncultured Barbarian says, wouldn't it be funny if a spiteful Gruden supplies emails and texts to the media, bearing the NFL on their hiring practice? Ooh, if John Gruden pulls a Jose Canseco,
That's probably why they wanted to hide those emails.
yeah, that's probably those emails just disappeared.
Well, the NFL just said like, "Oh, we have nothing incriminating about anything."
We investigated ourselves.
Oh wait, we've beaten racism. Here's a medal for us.
Yes. We did it. We
Yeah.
investigated ourselves and found nothing wrong. All right, last super of the night, and then we'll call it a night. Thanks again, Flem, for coming on. I'll let
Definitely,
the actually.
Hell yeah, man.
Definitely, bro.
Tree, you read the last one.
Absolutely, sir. Let's go with Marco Monroe. First time commenter. Let's go Bengals. You guys are giving me nostalgia for the Pats 2001 run, and I hope you guys get it. Also, what's the
Appreciate it,
over-under on Flores getting blackballed like Kaepernick for this lawsuit? Oh, dude, probably like
Oh, dude.
one to
He's
one.
going scorched
When you see
earth
the
right now.
NFL, like you're done.
You
Dangerous
do this
game
because
he's
you're
playing.
on the way out the door.
Yeah,
And you're just saying, fuck
he
this
probably
shit, I'm
looked
burning
at
everything.
no one was going to hire, but he's a great coach. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I
Somebody
can
was gonna
understand it.
hire him though. I feel like before
Like they
this.
would have.
Now I don't know.
I mean, now it's like, I mean, you bite the hand that feeds. It's like,
I seen something. He was having dinner with like the Saints. Like I don't know when that tweet. My boy was a Saints fan. He sent me that like 2 hours ago. So I don't know if that was like today or if that was something that he just. found.
Don't worry, they called him and was like, you know what? We think we're gonna go a different direction, right?
Bro,
after-
no, he was spotted having dinner. Like this wasn't even no Zoom call. Like you know what I'm saying? He was. They wasn't in New Orleans. I forgot what it said.
Yeah,
it
then
was,
then
but
they checked
was
their
in
Twitter.
person.
My thing is like, okay, there was a power struggle with Ross. Like, this could lend credence that maybe Flores is kind of an asshole. You know what I'm
Who
saying?
cares,
Like,
bro?
I don't
He's
care.
His asshole.
I don't care, but
Belichick's an asshole when he wins.
he might be
He got the
difficult to
receipts.
work with.
As long as he
We
got
got
the
receipts.
receipts, it's a wrap.
All right, Hiei and Dodge, what's up? Good to see
How's it
y'all.
going, fellas?
What up?
What up?
FlemLo, I see that you have recovered nicely, and you got your face is flush again. You're feeling good once again.
Yes, sir.
Maybe the salt's come out of your intestines a little bit.
Yeah. I'm feeling great, bro. I'm feeling amazing. And look,
Oh yeah,
I threw this on for the Raiders game. We took the dub. I threw it back on for the Titans game. I threw it back. You feel me? This is my lucky
you
shirt.
gotta hold on to it,
Yeah.
baby.
Don't wash
Gotta
it.
hold
I
on
ain't
to it.
watching for the hang that bit back up right there.
Don't wash it.
Right
It's
on the
over
hanger.
with.
It smells awful. Like it's not. Cause I be
It
sweating.
smell awful, but you know what?
I
2
ain't
weeks.
watching it till
That's
after
the
the
smell of
season.
victory.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I play
the smell of
hard,
victory.
man. I root hard.
Dodge, you got any announcements before we take off?
Well, I will be doing another stream tonight. Another college football risk roll is happening tonight, and also, well, I've got 2 of these now.
Those little
They're
Aggies.
multiplying.
Oh, They have a
This-
baby.
This is Stella. She is Warrior's sister, and she came from Austin, Texas.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what up,
Stella.
So I have two of them now.
UT.
Stella.
All right, let's wrap it up.
Get a groove on.
Ooch, what you got going on this week?
Well, we got our live stream tomorrow. I think
Any
we're gonna.
guests?
I think we might. We're gonna maybe talk more about. I don't know if we're doing a tier tomorrow. I think I'm gonna wait till Super Bowl week to do that.
All right,
So we'll talk. We'll just talk some general news.
we'll just talk shit.
I'll cry about the Jaguars for about 30 minutes, and then we'll see where it goes.
All right, Tree, what
Make
you
sure you
got
tune
going
in.
on?
Well, Haters Guide to the Super Bowl. I'm finishing that up right now. Should be out tomorrow.
All right, Flem, what you got?
None this week. I'm dropping the What Happened To soon, though.
Uh-oh.
Should be a new What Happened To next week.
Got something working on. I got a new sponsor
Nice.
today, by the way.
Hey, look
Oh
at him.
boy.
There you go, man.
Kamikoto knives.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
These
Oh,
things
damn.
Knife sponsor. There you go, man.
are dope, yo.
This can't end poorly at all.
Look at this right here. This is-
Yeah, so we're gonna. Oh my
Nice
finger!
cleavage.
Don't
Yeah.
drop that, son.
Hit it with the.
5.
You're gonna cut
All right.
off your cholo.
And that'll be going on the Jets video tomorrow. So
Quick question: Japanese or German steel?
Japanese steel, baby. Honshu steel.
Oh.
The good stuff.
Mhm.
There's
Mhm.
there's
We
a
might-
comment I
we
can
don't-
make
Ways
from
you
the
can
movie
go with
news,
knives,
but I'm
baby.
not
We've
going
got
to.
knives and Kyler Murray. That's all we have.
Knives and Kyler Murray. What is this?
That's
We're gonna
it.
string Kyler Murray to one of them spinny boards. You just throw knives.
All right.
Tall enough,
thanks
you're
for
probably
coming
guaranteed
out.
knife.
Thanks for the mods. Thanks again, Flemlo. We'll talk in maybe 2 weeks. Yeah, maybe in 2 weeks you'll be sporting a little jewelry.
Hey, I'm gonna come out here crazy then. I'm
All
gonna
right.
be dingle down.
Well, we'll
Here's
see you
hoping.
guys on Ucha's show tomorrow, and we'll see you another dumpster fire next week.
Have a good night, guys.
Peace, everybody.
After bird attack.